In this video, I'm going to explain how to use the Amazon Top 100 Analyzer. Now, first what I want to do is just explain where the actual data is coming from. So this is very easy to use, and basically you actually don't have to enter anything in here. It's all point and click. It's pretty cool. So all you got to do here is there's step 1 and then step 2. Step 1 is you got to select the source that you want to get the data from. And you can see here we have several different sources. There's the best sellers, top rated, hot new releases, movers and shakers, most gifted, and most wished for. Now, to understand where these come from, I just got to show you. So let's head over to Amazon for 1 second here. Let's say you're over at Amazon and you're going to search for iPad. And I'm just going to go ahead and select anything here. I'm just going to click one of the products. And you're going to see in this bar here, you'll see best sellers. So if I go ahead and click best sellers, you're going to see that we get all the best sellers in this particular category. If we just click here back to any category, let me just bring this up here so you can see it a little bit better. You're going to see that we see Amazon best sellers, and you got top rated, hot new releases, movers and shakers, gifts, and most wished for. And this is where the data is basically being extracted. And what you can see here is Amazon gives you this information, but the problem with it is it's just very difficult to navigate through these categories. Like if you go for let's say electronics, you go here and it gives you all the information here, but it's it's kind of difficult to go through 100 pages to get the information that you really want, like how much commissions I'm going to get per, how much discount are there for each of these items, how long has it been in the top 100, just things like that. And it's really nice to have it completely organized for you in front of you, and that's what the software does for you. So let's go ahead and check it out. Fairly simple to do, so let's just stick with the best sellers. So we click that, and next thing you want to do is select one of the subcategories. Now you don't actually have to select any categories if you don't want to. You can just click right here and it'll just get it'll just search all the categories. But if you actually go in and select a category, like say for example baby, and then go to a subcategory, it does dig a little further and you'll get more information for that specific category, and you won't get some information when you select search all categories. It just does all the top categories. It doesn't go to a sub. So if you really want to dig a little deeper, I highly suggest using the category and subcategory. But I'm just going to select the baby category like that. We don't have to select a subcategory if you don't want to. Click analyze. Now, so what it does, it goes out and it gets the top 100 results from that particular category. So best sellers for baby products are in the baby category. And let me explain what all this data is about. Now this rank is the rank that's returned. So if you go back to Amazon, if you go back to Amazon here, there it is. This is the rank, this number right here. Okay. Obviously the category, the title, pretty self-explanatory. This top 100. Now this top 100 is only available for certain categories. So at times you may not see any data here. If you do, that's cool. That means Amazon supplies that information. And what this tells you is this number represents the number of days it's been in the top 100. So for example, this product at the top, the Baby Einstein, it's been in the top 100 for 1,381 days. This one has been in the top 100 for 870 days. That's what that means. Now the list price is the original list price, and then there's a sale price. And this is the savings. Now the savings is basically, it's just this price subtracted from this price will give you this. And this is the percentage of savings based on this information here. And then you've got the commission column. Now the commission column is currently set at 4%. And 4% is the lowest possible commission that you can get being an affiliate with the Amazon Associates program. Now I just want to show you something else here. If I bring this over here. Over on their associates, this is the explanation of how it works. So if you're selling between 1 to 6 products per month, meaning that if someone goes through your affiliate link and buys something, and it doesn't matter the price of the actual item, they just go by the number of items that are sold. So it could be like a 99-cent item or a $1,000 item. It doesn't matter. You're currently set at 4%. You get 4% of the selling value. That's their commission. If you go to 7 to 30 items per month, you get 6%, and you can see it going up here. So one trick that Amazon affiliates do is they will sell a combination of really cheap stuff and then expensive stuff. And the idea behind that is if you sell a whole bunch of stuff that's like $1, right? You know that people are going to buy. I know that you're only going to get 4% of $1 is like 4 cents. You're not really going for the commission there on lower priced items. You're not going for the commissions on it. What you're doing is you're trying to increase and inflate this number. In other words, the number of items you're selling per month. When you do that, you're basically locking it in to a higher commission value. So if you're selling like 100 items a month of like say HDMI cables, they're like 99 cents, something like that, you're going to bump up your commissions. So then when you have a couple other sites that are selling or recommending like 3D TVs and someone buys just one of them, it's better to get 6.5% than 4% or 8%. That's the idea, and that's what all of the top Amazon affiliates are doing right now. And using the Amazon Top 100 Analyzer gives you an idea of the commission value. So that's pretty cool. So this is always the lowest commission. So, when you look at this column, just realize that it can increase by double the amount, even a little bit more than that. I think it goes up to 8.5%. So you can double this amount by just getting your numbers up. The next one is the average customer rating, and as well as the number of reviews for these products. So the next thing I want to do is explain the one-click filters I've designed in here. And what it is, when you hover over the column headers here, you'll see this little arrow. You click that and you'll see a little drop down, and this gives you really quick ways to filter out the information. So let me give you an example. Now, one thing that we like to do here is when you're looking at number of reviews, I usually like looking at reviews that are generally over, looks like you can't see that, let me just bring that in the screen a little bit. Reviews that are generally over 100, 75 to 100. So if you could do this, I want to see all the reviews that have over 100. That tells me that these products, there's a lot of content in there that I could use. And the content I'm talking about are the actual customer reviews. You can use that information on your blogs and get some sites indexed in Google. And if you go over here to rating, I like to select stuff that has a greater than 4 rating. So now we've reduced it down to only 40 items from the original amount, which I don't recall. But if you want to delete out the filters, all you have to do is just click this button up here, which is the filters delete button. You just clear that, and all it does, it just clears out the filters. So you see, you go back to 100 items. I guess I should have known it was 100 items, given it's a top 100 analyzer. Anyhow, so we go back and do this again here. Let's see over 100. I want to see everything over 4, and then we can just sort by commission. And now we can see here this one is going to give us the highest commission, and it's listed at $193, and people are getting a 23% savings. Let's check out what it is. And to check it out, you just double click and it'll take you right to that item. You can see here this is Motorola Digital Video Baby Monitor, and it has a lot of reviews. So you can come down here, you can see there's content, and there's a lot of reviews in here. You can see more reviews over here. This kind of stuff you can just copy and paste into your blog and use it as content. It's a good idea to spin it a bit, make it a little bit unique. One way to do that is you can just stick this into any spinner. Or one thing that I've heard that people do, I don't do this personally, but it's an option. If you go to Google Translate, you can actually stick this in here and then make it go to Spanish. Select the Spanish, put it back in here, and then make it go back to English. And sometimes it'll just kind of spin itself. It's just a quick little cheap way of spinning content. I'm not sure if it's actually changed, but you'd have to check it out. But that's one little way of people quickly spinning stuff that they don't want to do it manually. Another way to spin content is just enter in one little paragraph in between somewhere. They just split it up, enter one line, and just make it up. Just what I like doing is I'll just read a sentence, wait a second, and then rewrite the sentence that I tried to remember. And almost every single time I'll write it a little bit different, because you can't really remember an entire sentence unless you have a photographic memory, which I certainly do not. So let's go back here. So you also have some features when you want to right click. So if you right click, you'll see you have some stuff going on here, and I'm going to explain this next. Obviously this here is copy selected item titles. So whatever you have selected, so if you select a bunch of them like that, right click and copy selected item titles, what that's going to do, so I'll just bring up a notepad. If I go right click and paste, you'll see you get all the titles of those items. And one thing you can do as well, if you you just select one here and you right click, you can go search Google. Even if you have a whole bunch selected and you go right click search Google, it only takes the first one you've actually selected, and what it does, it goes to Google and searches that title in a search engine for you automatically. And what that does for you, actually you get to see what's going on for that keyword phrase. So you can see if anyone else has a website that's related to this product, if there's any Facebook stuff going on, you can see here we've got a Facebook page that someone is running here to recommend this, probably through their affiliate link. So you can see kind of what's going on in the search engines. Another option here, you can go right to the Google keyword tool, and this just takes you to the external keyword tool, the free one. If you have an account, a Google AdWords account, I recommend logging into your Google AdWords account and using the keyword tool from within there, because it unlocks a few extra features. For example, right now with the free version, I think you can only search a maximum of like 200 keywords or something like that. But if you're like in your account, I think the maximum is like 2,000 or 2,500. I can't remember, but it's a lot more. But with this, all you have to do really is just put in this CAPTCHA image, like that. Stick in your keyword here, and then search. And it doesn't actually return anything for that one. Actually, it did. 170 global searches. So it looks like it's baby walker. It looks like it might be a potential thing you can promote. But one thing you can do as well is, if you want to check out all these items here, right click, copy selected item titles, go back to the Google keyword tool, right click and paste and search all of these. I'll give you some ideas of what's going on with those keywords. You can see if anyone's searching those keywords directly, like those big long titles. And you can see Fisher Price Rainforest Jamboree is getting 14,000 searches a month. That could be a potential product to investigate. And we can see it right here. Just double click that, check out what it is. It could be, there's $28 savings. That's a good. That's really good when you have a good percentage like that, because when you're offering something off a blog or an optimized web page or something like that, and you put on there, save 28% ordering from Amazon right now. That's a pretty good hook. And plus you can come down here and grab all the content, throw that in there, grab some reviews, spin them a little bit, and you can start selling that as an affiliate. And what else do we have here? Obviously you can delete selected rows. And here's another thing I implemented in here. Let me just delete these filters. Now this is a new thing I did with these software tools. It's pretty cool, and it's something I've always wanted to learn how to do. But you notice when you resize here, you notice that each and every one of these columns also resize along with the software. It's pretty cool. And what you can do here is if you right click, you see here this is column auto resizing. You can unselect that, and if you do, the columns won't resize as you move the software. And so why would I put that there? I'll give you an example. Let's say you're here and you have it turned on. It's turned on by default like this, and you wanted to see the titles, so you you expanded this out. And you're like, oh, I want to see these titles. And then all of a sudden you're looking over here, and it's like it's kind of pushed over. So you got to use the horizontal scroll bar to get over to see those columns. Now, if that's the case, you'll notice that when you resize, you still can't see them. In order to get back over there without using the scroll bar, you simply just right click and you can unselect the column auto resizing, and now you can go over there and see them, right? Or another feature I implemented, if you right click and hit reset column widths, it just resets it so you can see it. So if you don't have the auto resizing turned on, then you can just reset it anytime you want. Or if you do and you can't get to the column over there, then you can just auto resize and it'll get it all put in nicely for you. So I implemented those few little features that are just software specific, but it comes in handy. Obviously you can sort stuff by clicking the top of the columns, and I think I've pretty much covered all the features. Like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory. Actually, there's one thing I did forget to mention here, is saving your data. So if you come up here, you'll see if you click the save, you'll have a little drop down, and you have the option to save in 3 different formats. Now the first format is just specific to this software only, and that's the Amazon Top 100 Analyzer. So If you save it as a project file, you can only open the project file in here. And I suggest that if you plan on opening up, working with data in here, always use the project files, because you actually look over here and you open, you only have the ability to load a project file that has been saved using this software. So you can't load in a text file or load in a comma delimited file. The reason I did that is to maintain the way the data is presented here, so it looks nice all the time. If I didn't do that, it kind of messes up a little bit, and people will try to import a file from another software program into here, like a text file or something, and then it all gets all messed up. It doesn't look right. So that's why I did that. But you can also save the data as a comma delimited file that saves it as a spreadsheet. You can open it up using Excel, Microsoft Excel, or the OpenOffice Calc, which is free. And I can show you that. If you don't have the Microsoft Office software, you just go over to www.openoffice.org, and you can download this here. It's basically it's all those programs you get in Office, like the Microsoft Word and Excel and PowerPoint. All that stuff is also offered here for free by OpenOffice, and it works really well. It's been around for years. And just go ahead and click here and download it to your computer and install it. And I believe they have it for Mac and Windows as well, even Linux, I believe. So you can use the OpenOffice Calc, C-A-L-C, to open up a spreadsheet program. So let's go ahead and save this as a project file, and also the other formats. So you'll save, and it defaults to the location where the software was installed on your computer. In most cases, it's going to be the C drive, your program files folder. I'm using Windows 7 64-bit operating system. In fact, this is the computer I actually designed the software on. So I'm going to go ahead and just save it, and you'll see it says .aaf. That's basically stands for the Amazon Top 100 project file. That's what it is. So let's go ahead and I can save it here. It's called bestsellers. Save it whatever you want for baby category. We can save it like that. We can also save the CSV file, so I'll just save it, and I'll save it as a text like that. We can go check out those files here, and that's where it's saved. So that's what it looks like. It's just a comma delimited, your data there, and if you open this up, it'll default to my Microsoft Excel program. It's over here on the side. You can see that it puts it all into the columns here, and you got all your data. And then you'll see that these files you can't actually open. They're specific to the software. And I'm just going to clear this all out. This button here is to clear everything out. Actually, there's one other button I forgot about, the Find button. If you click that, you'll notice you'll get a bar at the bottom. This is similar to the Find feature inside of the Firefox browser, actually. So if you click that, it opens up, and you just type whatever you want, like baby, and it will find everything in the grid, go right to where that word is. You can actually highlight it if you want. Say if you wanted to see all Einstein stuff, Einstein, and you can goes right to the items, so you can see them. Pretty quick way to find stuff within your data. Okay, I'm just going to clear this out here, and then I'm going to go ahead and open a project file. And here's one I saved before, hot new releases all, and there's 2,870 items in here, and you see how fast it loads it really quickly. Now there's something else I want to show you here. Let's say, like you see before, what we did the bestsellers for the baby category. Well, let's say I want to do the top rated for the baby category. And here's something too. When you're selecting this item in here, when you select from this drop down menu, you'll notice that over here these will clear out automatically, because every time you load this, these drop down boxes are actually reloading again to compensate for this particular data source. So select top rated. I'm going to go to baby again. I'm going to go ahead and analyze this, and it'll just take a few seconds here. So we get all the top 100 for that category, and you can see here that it's not returning the top 100 because it's not available for the top rated data source. In fact, I believe it's mostly just for the best sellers, but that's okay. Now let's say I wanted to compare the top rated to the best sellers that we just downloaded and saved. Remember we saved that file? Well, what we can do here is we can go open, and we can use the append project file feature. So click that, and we can select that file that we just saved, the bestsellers baby, and open that. And what that did is it just appended that data to this one. So now what's cool is we can actually analyze two different data sources at once. That's pretty cool. So again, what we can do is something like, let's look at everything that has more than 100 reviews, has a higher rating of 4. We sort by commission, and we're getting 105 results here. Before it was only like 40, I think, when we did that. But that's pretty cool. Let's move this over here. So let's see here, we got the baby Bjorn. We actually use that; it works pretty good. But now we can see the savings. So if you're you don't want to sort by commissions and sort by savings, this is powerful because remember I was talking about how you have to sell a lot of stuff that's cheaper in order to get your numbers up. This is a good idea to do this. I like to sort by the percentage of savings because the more savings you can provide to potential customers is good, especially in this economy when people are really looking for deals. You know, like the whole Groupon era is going on right now where people are looking for those discounts, and this is pretty powerful. So this has 50% off, and believe it or not, I've actually uncovered stuff that's like 99% off. I know that sounds pretty crazy, but I found like a few items on here. I think it was HDMI cables was one of them. Another one was some sort of little knick-knack thing for hanging pictures or something. I don't really recall. Some sort of hardware thing. And you know, these deals come up. It's amazing. You could even use this software for yourself. In fact, I've found some stuff through this software that I bought, and it's just awesome. So you can actually make money with it and also save money by using it to find wicked products or really cheap products on Amazon. So that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at this first one. I'm kind of interested to see. So yeah, this little infant contoured changing pad, you know, almost 50% off. It has a lot of reviews, 142 customer reviews with a 4-star plus rating, 4.2 rating out of 5. So this is a good product to lock in and see if you can make some cash from it. And the thing is, it would have been so hard to find that product by going through, you know, the Amazon pages, page after page after page to find something like this, where the software really extracts it fast, makes it simple. And what Amazon doesn't do is, you know, like I said, you can compare all these different sources by just saving the project file, then using the append feature, and then you can really start to compare stuff. In fact, you can actually go through each and every one of these and just download all of the categories, make a big massive file by appending it all together. You'd probably get like 50,000 different items, and then you can really dig down and see which ones you can do. And I can guarantee you that you're going to be miles ahead of a lot of other affiliates having the ability to use this software and have this crazy advantage. I think I've basically covered everything here. See if I got everything. Just want to make sure. And yeah, that's it. I guess that's it. Like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory. You actually don't have to type anything. That's why I love this software. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.